"Lies," cried the captain, as his men died. "Lie," cried the public, as their family died. "Yes," said the leaders, in their safe beds. The year of the unjust war read the headlines on the paper, lying wet on the street, drenched with the sky's tears. No longer had they been flooded with the noises of jets flying high. Their job had been long done. It all began some time ago. Who knows why? Maybe personal feuds between one's family and friends, like the wars of old between kings and queens. Maybe it came from a personal grudge, a hatred of the other. For long had this new isle hated anything that was different to them. They rebelled against themselves to make it new. Then they rebelled against harmony. Now they rebelled against the completeness of life. Yet they painted the picture that lies dormant in our brains, those tainted pictures of just wars, of the necessary evil. The leaders of this new isle said to those who listened, "We must fight, for if we do not, then die we shall, die in their hands. Even in the next half and a quarter could we be dead, for they have weapons of mass destruction that could kill our babies and children. Oh, woe is me, woe is us, that we find ourselves in this position, that we, a nation so great and powerful, could be wiped clean like the school slate." Pathetic, the critics called those that could see, that didn't have their minds like hives infected, saw through the deception of this powerful nation. How they cried, could one so big be defeated by one so small? One who had been invaded twice or more, that had inspectors and satellite surveillance monitored for years, moles and spies, and yet now we are told that they are this great danger, such a surprise. Yet both the men who were charged to lead grinned their teeth at public opinion and brushed it under the door like a sweeper does unwanted rubbish, with complete disregard for what people might well ask. Is the real difference between a democracy and a dictatorship? Well, only that one is elected and one is not. They both do as they please, and the proletariat have little to say in it. How cruel, that we have to kill babies and children, yet we do not want to. That we have to leave mines for generations to lose their legs, that we have to wash the blood daily from our hands and mouths, for the ingestion is too sour for our taste. Oh, how cruel life this world is, but surely it is not of our making. We must make these difficult steps, for we bring our world as one, our one, cry the nation of the right. And so the unjust war began. Even though the public questioned it and the media too, and yet they were broken like the back, though they eat from both sides of the plate. But still they felt it more entertaining to please the public this time around. Many were lost, nothing was gained. Nothing was found to be true that they had sold us, and still, years later, they tried to justify what they did. Even though countless times they have been accused, and yet all they have to do is whisper a word in the right ear, and the good get their charge dropped, that they bring the bad to justice, and yet their hands look the same. Just the power behind them is different, the blood a different smell and colour. Justice is such a squalid little game. It is bounced about like a tennis ball, reshaped like a dress to fit a woman. It is no longer absolute. It is in the minds that think it, and they imagine to be, and it is. But beware this invention, if you be on the wrong side of it. For if you do not have the same mind, that you might find yourself charged with a thought crime. The lights have gone down. The sun set on the whole dirty situation, written down in tattered pages of history books, long to be forgotten by the small-minded, TV-loving generations who like a bit of blood on Sundays, but on Monday sit down to tea and pudding, and never shall be done, not for those that we are told are good. And so the captains salute their men with guns and tears. The public put their families to bed to rest, and gently sipping into their silk duvets, the leaders dream sweetly to sleep.